Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to another Evolving Eric reaction, and welcome to the Evolution. If it's your first time here, that's a reminder to grow, to change, so
Keep evolving.
no matter what happens in this existence. As you can see, we got the Beatles, Past Masters, Volume Dos, Volume 2, which is also very bittersweet because this is my last full-length Beatles album that I'll be reacting to on my YouTube. Thank you, OGs, for taking this ride with me. To everybody who is reacting to Beatles albums with me. However, I did say if you guys want me to redo the Rubber Soul one and Let It Be because I messed up the audio, so those ones aren't up, I could redo those. But I am saying that this is my first listen of a Beatles album, which you can never listen to something first again. So that's the only thing. But other than that, let's get into this thing, man. This first one is Day Drippers. I'm reluctantly pressing play, but we must. I don't want this to end. I agree though, KT. Definitely worth the hype. Surf rock for sure. Day Tripper. That's fire. That's fire. And I really like what my boy KT was saying. Just in shorter phrasing for the sake of, the reaction. They weren't afraid to experiment. They always changed the sound. That's one thing that I really liked about them, which is that they always switched it up. I never knew what I was going to hear. Even in the past Masters, I don't know what I was going to hear. Even in this one, the Volume 1, I didn't know. This one, I don't know. Also, make sure you check out Volume 1. I do have that one up as well. Crazy. No other band comes close when it comes to range. So literally, in 7 years, crazy work ethic. And it's not even, and it's like, it's the fact that they put out a lot of music in 7 years. Yes, that is insane. But it's the fact that they put out great music all 7 years. That's wild. And a lot of great music. You can make a lot of songs, but they're not good, and it doesn't matter. But they made legendary songs. That's wild. A non-album single written by Lennon and McCartney in October 1965, Day Tripper is a bluesy sibling of sorts to Drive My Car, which was recorded a few days before. Fresh from a U.S. tour, including Shea Stadium, and with help topping the charts, Lennon and McCartney had gone straight into writing new singles and working on Rubber Soul, which would be released in December. Day Tripper was slated to be the Beatles' next single. When they recorded We Can Work It Out, Lennon wanted that to be the new release. Eventually, they compromised and released them both as the first double A side on the same day as Rubber Soul. The Beatles Bible write up is here, and then they have a link to it. But yeah, put out a lot of music and running a record label, Apple Corps too. Goated. Let's go into this next song. This next song is We Can Work It Out.
Try to see it my way. Do I have to keep on talking till I can go on? While you see it your way, run the risk of knowing that our love may soon be gone. We can work it out. We can work it out. Think of what you're saying. You can get it wrong and still you think that it's alright. Think of what I'm saying. We can work it out.
That's really cool. I gotta check out Stevie's.
Straight or say goodnight. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way. Only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. While you see it your way, there's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out. Life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friend. I have always thought that it's a crime, so I will ask you once again. Try to see it my way. Only time will tell if I am right or I am wrong. While you see it your way, there's a chance that we might fall apart before too long. We can work it out. We can work it out.
Yes, sir. Sweet record, sweet singing. I do apologize if you guys on YouTube end up seeing a little glitchiness. I think because it's so hot and I've been working my computer a little bit, it's like a little laggy at some parts, but I know for the most part it's pretty good. So, but I apologize for those little discrepancies, technical difficulties. Recorded during the Rubber Soul sessions, We Can Work It Out was a gold certified single. McCartney possibly wrote about girlfriend Jane Asher. It's an important song in the transition of Beatles from pop band singing about relationship tropes to an experimental rock band bending the rules of music. The song is very straight up and down, but the bridge presents an airy, otherworldly aside that the band would start to use to write entire songs. Eleanor Rigby, Within You, Without You. It was another number one for the band, both the US and the UK. Dopeness. This next one is Paper Writer.
Paperback Writer.
Paperback Writer, I should say. Hopefully I said that the first time. If not, sorry about that.
You sat all night and will you read my book? It took me years to write. Will you take a look? It's based on a novel by a man named Lear, and I need a job, so I want to be a paperback writer. Paperback writer. It's a dirty story of a dirty man, and his clinging wife doesn't understand. His son is working for the Daily Mail. It's a steady job, but he wants just pretend that you can send it here. But I need a break and I wanna be a paperback writer. Paperback writer.
This is such a fun song.
Paperback writer.
I love how they're singing. This song is tight, son. This is definitely like, I definitely like this already more than Volume 1. It's more of the Beatles records that I like. Those real bright singing harmony songs with like some type of groove to them too. I wonder, did the Beatles ever do Woodstock? That is a good question. I feel like they would have. I don't know. Maybe they were too late for Woodstock. I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know if you guys know anything about that, either on the stream or in YouTube comments. Would have been a trivia fun experience seeing them live. Oh, they did not go. Okay, cool. Yeah, that would be crazy though if they did. I thought that Woodstock was over after them, but or maybe they just didn't do it. Interesting. Either way, the song was released in 1966, and its creation was spawned when McCartney was requested to not make a song about love. The primary inspiration came from McCartney finding Ringo reading a book. He took one look and announced that he could write a song about a book. The song is noted for the boosted sound of McCartney's bass being one of the loudest singles due to the new mastering equipment, and of course being one of the few songs that at the time which weren't about love. This single was released with Rain as its B-side. Oh, and Rain is the next song, so we're going to hear that right now. That's pretty crazy. I can see that. The drum is pretty clean. Listen, man. They just keep making these pleasant songs. That's just what they did their entire career. So when it coming into this album, I didn't feel like it would be anything else but that. Just another pleasant song. Much like Revolver, I'm Only Sleeping Rain found the Beatles exploring LSD influence, feelings of detachment from the real world, and a belief that heightened consciousness can be found within the self. The song was a B-side of the 1966 hit Paperback Writer and did not appear on any of their studio albums. A John Lennon song, it was revolutionary both with its scathing, disgruntled lyrics directly implicitly against his bandmates, and at one point sung backwards, who constantly complained about the weather, and musically with its distorted guitar sounds. But I might have just invented a word though, guitarted sounds and unusual beat, a concept expanded, developed in Revolver, the album that was issued a couple months later. He said careful now. Guitarted is not the other word. So guitarted can actually be good. This song is guitarted. That's funny though. Didn't mean to make up something, but I guess we did. Let's go on to the next song. The next song is Lady Madonna. This should go retarded. Honestly, if it catches on, we started it.
Children at your feet, wonder how you manage to make ends meet.
No, for real.
Who finds the money when you pay the rent? Did you think that money was heaven sent? Friday night arrives without a suitcase. Sunday morning creeping like a nun. Monday's child has learned to tie his bootlace. See how they run. Lady Madonna, baby at your breast, wonders how you manage to
This one's really
feed
different.
the rest.
Illusion LLC.
See how they run. Lady Madonna, lying on the bed. Listen to the music playing in your head. Tuesday afternoon is never ending. Wednesday morning papers didn't come. Thursday night your stockings needed mending. See how they run. Lady Madonna, children at your feet, wonder how you manage to make ends
That song I wanted to go on at least another minute or so. I really like that one. That probably was one of my favorites. It must have been crazy being a Beatles fan back then. You get a new peak single every 3 months pretty much. Right? And then it's just like everybody just kind of talking about it. Like, yo, you heard the new Beatles? You heard the new Beatles? Like kind of how we talk about records that we like, except the difference is we can just pull up our phone and say, yo, you heard the new Steve Lacy? And if everyone likes it, you got to kind of connect with them, whoever responds. But like they was just doing it word of mouth, like, yo, you heard that? And that's how good their music was. Then on top of that, you couldn't just stream it. Like you had to have like an actual copy of it, which is really crazy to even be thinking about because we got it so easy now. But great record. I love their harmonies on this record, instrumentation, and this is different. Like, but it's like it has all the elements that I love, but it's like I don't know how to describe it. It's just a different Beatles feeling song. Lady Madonna is a single released by the Beatles in 1968 with his B-side track as The Inner Light. Paul McCartney says the song works as a tribute to women everywhere. Shout out to the ladies, man. As it was inspired by a picture of an African woman suckling her kid. What does that mean? Over the caption, Mountain Mama. What does suckling mean? No, I'm just kidding. I couldn't resist making a joke, but I actually do want to know what that means. Where's my spot? Oh, I found it. That means. Oh, okay. Breastfeeding. Bet. Over the caption, Mount Madonna. The Beatles recorded Lady Madonna at the same time they were recording the promotional film for this. In the video for this song, the Beatles are actually singing Hey Bulldog for the most part. They went in to shoot Lady Madonna, and John changed it last minute to Hey Bulldog. If you watch the video montage for Lady Madonna closely, there's even footage from the Get Back sessions thrown in. Tight, son. Let's go on to this next one. This next one is The Inner Light. The GOAT.
Without going out of my door, I can know all things on earth. Without looking out of my window, I can know the ways of heaven. The farther one travels, the less one
Not gonna lie, I'm feeling this.
The less one really knows. Without going out of your door, you can know all things on earth. Without looking out of your window, you can know the ways of heaven. The farther one travels, the less one knows. The less one really knows. Arrive without traveling, see all without looking, do all without doing.
Yeah, son. That's another favorite of mine. I like that a lot. Definitely some Asian influence in there. Really nice. India folk sound, right? Really nice. Released in March 1968 as the B-side to Lady Madonna. I was feeling that one too, especially how that started. This George Harrison composition and performance draws heavily upon Eastern influences. There we go, featuring Indian musical instruments and lyrics taken directly from Teo Te Ching. There we go, mate. My phone is not charging. I think it might just be a little too hot for my phone. So hopefully I don't lose the annotations because I got about 27% left. This next one, though, is called Hey Jude, which we have heard, but we're going to hear it again. George was the first to organize a benefit concert. Very tight. But yes, this one is legendary.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute
background or the main song? I mean the main vocals.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her under your skin. Then you begin to make it better, 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 make it better.
I'm gonna let it play though. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Had to let that boy play all the way through. I think the ending is really like my favorite thing because for me personally, like outside of the way that ends, it's not like I feel like this is like a very respected Beatles song, but it's not my personal favorite Beatles song. It's like I like it, but I don't like love this song. But I feel like a lot of people love this song. I remember even talking to someone like when I was a kid about the Beatles, and like you gotta hear "Hey Jude," you gotta, and I was like, this is a good song. but I was like not that crazy about it. Another song they were crazy about was Yesterday. I think Yesterday is very good. I like Yesterday a lot, but this one I'm like, it's cool. But I do like the na 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 na. But I don't know. Originally titled Hey Jules, named after John Lennon's son Julian, the song was written by Paul McCartney to comfort him during John and Cynthia's divorce. John Lennon stated that he thought the song was written as a form of blessing from Paul for his and Yoko's relationship. They were touched by McCartney's act, and Cynthia said she always remembered his gesture of care and concern in coming to see us. While it was being recorded, producer George Martin voiced his discontent with the abnormal song length, coming in at over 7 minutes long, with 4 of those minutes compromising the outro. That was what it was for me too. I was like, this. I feel like it doesn't need to be as long as it is to get the effect that it has. Martin expressed the opinion that radio DJs they would not play the song. Lennon responded with "They will if it's us." I mean, not wrong. Once released, the song performed absolutely fantastically with a 7-minute runtime. It became the longest single to top the British music charts in its day. In the United States, the song spent 9 weeks at number 1, making it the best performing Beatles single. That's crazy. Additionally, at the time, it tied for the records of longest setting chart topping single. That's wild to me because, like, again, it's a good song, but it's just not that crazy to me. Like, I would have thought like Strawberry Fields would have been that. The reaction to the song did not wane. It stayed as the Beatles' best performing U.S. single and is considered by many music critics as being one of the best songs of all time. Rolling Stones listed at number 8. It sits at number 10 on Billboard's 55th anniversary countdown. In addition, the song is the most referenced musical performance. That's wild to see what that song did. I wonder what John would say about that song. He'd probably be like, oh yeah, it sucks. You know how cynical John be. Let's go into the next song. This next song is Revolution.
You say you want a revolution. Well, you know, we all want to change the world. You tell me that it's evolution. Well, you know, we all want to change the world. But when you talk about destruction, don't you know that you can count me out? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Alright. Alright. You say you got a real solution. Well, you know, we'd all love to see the plan. You ask me for a contribution. Well, you know, we all do what we can. But if you want money for people with minds that hate, all I can tell you is, brother, you have to wait. You know it's gonna be alright. 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 Constitution, well, you know, we all want to change your head. You tell me it's the institution, well, you know, you better free your mind instead. But if you go carrying pictures of Chairman Mao, you ain't gonna make it with anyone anyhow. Don't you know it's gonna be alright. Alright. Alright.
sirski. I always forget to turn that off after I after I play it, so it plays longer than I intended. But hey, great song, so still it's deserved either way. But yo, that's like really raw, like instrumentation wise and vocally, really raw. Like through the middle, I kind of tuned in because like I was kind of just listening, like oh, this is a nice song, like looking out the window, and then they start going crazy with the instruments like midway through, and I was like oh, tuned in instantly. Like I turned like fully. You can actually see it if you just look back on the reaction. But that's a cool one. The B-side of the Beatles' best-selling single "Hey Jude" Revolution has John Lennon expressing doubt in regard to some of the tactics used by 1968 protests. While the song was originally recorded as the calmer, bluesier Revolution 1, with John using one of the takes to create the collage Revolution 9, Paul and George felt it was too slow to follow John's suggestion to use it as a single. Thus, Revolution was re-recorded as a distortion-heavy hard rock track. It's interesting to see how like they worked together or worked against each other sometimes and had to compromise. That's kind of how it is being a part of a group. I was part of a music group at some point, and it's really hard. So the fact they're able to do so many albums successfully is pretty crazy. But let's go to the next record. This next record is Get Back. That's cool because then this will be people's first time seeing me react to this one. Some people. Because some people saw it before I deleted the reaction due to audio issues. Billy, I have seen the Rooftop concert.
Sweet Loretta Martin thought she was a woman, but she was another man. All the girls around me say she's got it coming, but she gets it while she can. Oh, get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back to Loretta. Go home. Oh, get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, Loretta. Your mommy's waiting for you. Wearing a high-heel shoes and a low-neck sweater. Get back home, Loretta. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Oh, get back, get back.
This one sounds like a cover, but I don't think it is. Definitely sounds influenced by some stuff that came before them. But I feel like they executed very well nonetheless. A lighthearted, fairy meaningless blues jam by Paul McCartney. Get Back went through numerous iterations, many of which are publicly available. The two most noteworthy versions are the single version and the album version. In one of its earlier forms, Get Back was a satirical political tune with lyrics including too many Pakistanis living in a council flat. McCartney later explained these lyrics by saying, when we were doing Let It Be, there were a couple of verses to Get Back which were not actually racist at all. By the way, I know that the Beatles aren't racist. I was just being silly. They were anti-racist. There were a lot of stories in the newspaper about Pakistanis crowding out flats, living 16 to a room or whatever. So in one of the verses of Get Back, which we were making up on the set of Let It Be, one of the outtakes has something about too many Pakistanis living in a council flat. That's the line, which to me was actually talking out against overcrowding for Pakistanis. If there was any group that was not racist, it was the Beatles. John Lennon believed that Get Back was aimed at his lover, Yoko Ono, who had begun accompanying him to many of the Beatles recording sessions. Paul admittedly denies that the song was about Ono, but he's admitted that her presence during recording sessions was slightly upsetting to him at the time. Yeah, I can understand that because it's like they kind of have like their group and they have a system. Right, there goes John again. Yeah, of course. They have the group and they have a system, and then it's like you bring somebody else into you guys' like sacred place because you're dating them. I could see how it could be off-putting, honestly. I don't know how I would have felt in that place, but I definitely could understand it. But yeah, let's go into this next song. This next song is Don't Let Me Down.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
Indeed.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Nobody ever loved me like she does. Ooh, she does. Yes, she does. And if somebody loved me like she do me, ooh, she do me. Yes, she does. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm in love for the first time. Don't you know it's gonna last? It's a love that lasts forever. It's a love that has no past. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. And from the first time that she really done me, ooh, she done me. She done me good. I guess nobody ever really done me. Ooh, she done me. She done me good. Don't let me down. Hey, don't let me down. Don't let me down.
this one's a great listen. I love the instrumentation. I love the singing on this record. This is a good one. The B-side for the single "Get Back" was recorded in 1969. "Don't Let Me Down" had multiple versions, but the most famous one was performed live on the rooftop of Apple Records, included on many compilations. Yeah, actually, I did a reaction to that performance, but I can't react to some of the Beatles music videos or performances for some reason, which is weird because I've seen people do it. But again, YouTube has an AI system and it kind of picks and chooses. But the most famous one, included on many compilations, it didn't officially make it onto album tracklist until 2003 as a part of the remixed remastered version "Let It Be Naked." Joining the Fab Four on electric piano is Billy Preston, sometimes referred to as the fifth Beatle. On the single release, no official producer's credit was given, owing to the confused roles of George Martin and Glenn Johns. The first time a producer was named for the song was on 1967 and 1970 Blue Album compilation, which credits George Martin. Dope. This is a really nice listen. I'm definitely glad I listened to both the volumes. This has a lot more of the elements that I love from Beatles in their further work, which makes perfect sense to me given that this was kind of put out in order. But yeah, or made in order. But yeah, the Ballad of John and Yoko is the next song. This one should be interesting.
Standing in the dockets of Hampton, trying to get to Holland or France. The man in the Mac said, "You've gotta go back." You know they didn't even give us a chance. Christ, you know it ain't easy. You know how hard it can be. The way things are going, they're gonna crucify me. Finally made the plane into Paris, honeymooning down by the Seine. Peter Brown called to say, "You can make it okay. You can get married in Gibraltar near Spain." Christ, you know it ain't easy. You know
I want to hear this on the beach with some ice cream.
the way things are going, they're gonna crucify me. Drove from Paris to the Amsterdam Hilton, talking in our beds for a week. The news people said, "Say what you're doing in bed." I said, "We're only trying to get us some peace." Christ, you know it ain't easy. You know how hard it can be. The way things are going, they're gonna crucify me. Saving up your money for a rainy day, giving all your clothes to charity. Last night the wife said, "Oh boy, when you're dead, you don't take nothing with you but your soul." Sick. Made a light trip to Vienna, eating chocolate cake in a bag. Newspaper said, "She's gone to his head." They look just like two gurus in drag. Christ, you know it ain't easy. You know how hard it can be. The way things are going, they're gonna crucify me. Caught the early plane back to London. 58 guns tied in a sack. The men from the press said, "We wish you success. It's good to have the both of you back." Christ, you know it ain't easy. You know how hard it can be. The way things are going, they're gonna crucify me. The way things are going, they're gonna crucify me.
That one almost felt Beach Boys-ish. Definitely felt like I wanted to be on the beach with some ice cream or some fruity drink. It said like surf rock-ish. Surfing USA. But not necessarily, just similar. As far as like tempo and movement and the way that it's sung. But I like that song. That's nice. John Lennon's up-tempo ballad was written in Paris during his and Yoko's honeymoon in 1969. It is the story of their wedding in Gibraltar. I think that's how you say that. Yeah. And through Paris to their bed and week in Amsterdam, a short jaunt to Vienna and back to London. Recorded with Paul only. Since George and Ringo were out of town, Paul played drums as well as bass. John played both the rhythm and lead guitar lines. This was the Beatles' last #1 single in the UK and the only one recorded in stereo. It was recorded on the Beatles compilation album Hey Jude, released in 1970 in North America. Type shit. Nah, it's always dope to know more about these records. I'm just sad that we're slowly getting to the end of this track list. We got about 4 songs left. This next one is Old Brown Shoe. Bittersweet. Absolutely though. I was thinking about that. I was like, the way it's mixed, it sounds like a little distant. That's crazy. That's like one of the most different George songs that I've heard. I don't know if I heard him like that. That was like abstract, but it was fire. Released as the B-side for the single The Ballad of John and Yoko, all guitars including bass were played by George Harrison. Paul instead played piano on the song. John's rhythm guitar was edited out, replaced by an organ played by George. I like how, right? It's just like, wait, huh? But I like that. It's just, I like things that are different, so that's right up my alley for sure. Let's go on to the third, last song. Oh, jeez. Why the album's ending on me? All right, this one is Across the Universe, and in parentheses it says Worldwide Wildlife Fun version. Is that the version we're gonna hear on here too? Okay, let's check this out. Yeah, it is. Word. I appreciate you telling me.
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither wildly as they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my opened mind, possessing and caressing me. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Floats me under like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Jackaroo David. Oh, nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my open ears, inciting and inviting me. Limitless undying love which shines around me like a million suns. It calls me on and on across the universe. Jackaroo David. Oh, nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Jackaroo David. Jackaroo David. Jackaroo David. Jackaroo
There's like a helicopter in there? Who put a helicopter in the beat? Which one of y'all put a helicopter in the beat? Yo, that's an excellent record. I always say this, but I haven't actually said it in a few reactions, surprisingly, because I was saying it a lot in my early ones. But whenever you hear, I personally hear stars, space, universe, atmosphere, any of those type of words, I'm already engaged. And then if I like the song on top of that, then I'm sold. I'm sold on the song. I like the ending too. Jagarudy. I don't know what that means. There's no annotations for that. But if you do know what that means, let me know in the comments. There's a quick about though. An early version of Across the Universe that originally appeared on No One's Gonna Change Our World, a celebrity charity album recorded for the World Wildlife Fund. Very nice. Shout out to the World Wildlife Fund. Next song is a single version, which like the last song is slightly different than the version on the album. I do like that there's different versions of the album, or different versions of these songs. This is Let It Be, the single version. This is another song that I have heard. I've reacted to it before, but some of you guys didn't see it because again the audio got messed up. So this is Let It Be, single version.
when I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Yeah, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Yeah, let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Oh, there will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Yes, sir, ski. Oops, hold on. I played the sound. I played the sound originally, but it didn't play. But yes, sir, ski. Of course, beautiful record. That's not my first time hearing it, and it won't be my last time hearing it. I'll tell you that. I don't know if I really like noticed what the differences was from that version and the album version. So you guys will have to tell me what the difference was, because I know like the main song was the same, but there might have been small elements that were different. So I definitely gotta let me know. This version includes orchestration and backing vocals. Oh well, I guess the about's letting me know. This version includes orchestration and backing vocals overdubbed on January 4th, 1970, under the supervision of George Martin and Paul McCartney, with backing vocals that included the only known contribution by Lennon McCartney to a Beatles song. It was during this same session that Harrison recorded the second overdub guitar solo. Very, very dope. That was an accident, sorry. The sound wasn't an accident. This is the very last song that I'll be reacting to on a full Beatles project. Not the last Beatles song, but the last Beatles project that we'll be reacting to on this page, aside from what I said earlier about the ones we did already, just redoing them for the sake of you guys hearing commentary. But this is my last first reaction. So that being said, it's been an amazing ride. It's been an amazing journey. I would do it again if I can go back in time. This is You Know My Name. In parentheses, look up the number. Let's do this thing. Oh, jeez. This is crazy already.
Welcome to Slaggers, featuring Dennis O'Bell. Let's hear it for Dennis. Hey.
Good evening. You know my name.
Paul is cool. I like Paul.
You know my name. That's right. Look up my number. You know my name. You know.
Oh yeah, I remember Revolution 9. Yep.
You know my name. Ba, 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 ba. Look up the number. You know my name. That's right. Look up the number.
One of those songs where you just go like, what were they doing?
You know my name. You know my name. You know my name. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Look up the number. You know my name.
It's weird because, like, oddly, I still like it. I don't know what it is. It's not their best work, but I like it.
Name, baby. You know my name. You know my name.
It's just so weird that I think I just love it.
Let's hear it for Dennis O'Bell.
Oh, that's cool. Yo, they went insane on this. I can't lie, this is comedy.
What's up with you? You know my name. That's right.
Yeah.
He's talking about Not gonna lie, I didn't think they could top the Walrus song in terms of weird, but this is amazing. It's meant to be comedy record. I could tell. I now know when they're messing around. This is comedy. They were huge fans of Monty Python. I don't think I know who that is. Yeah, exactly. It's just the Walrus one. They're just having fun. Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the world's greatest Beatles song of all time. And it goes by the name of You Know My Name, Look Up the Number. I'm not taking no arguments. That's the greatest of all time. That's so silly. That's very silly. And I think that was awesome because I understand the Beatles a lot more. Now that I've listened to all their projects, I understand when they're just being silly and just making something for the sake of it. Because we all know they can make a brilliant song, and actually, I think that's brilliant in a different way, like not in the traditional sense of the word brilliant when referring to a song. But I love it. I love it. I think that being the last Beatles song that I hear on one of their projects is amazing. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 on Sundays. The B-side of the Let It Be single, apparently Paul McCartney's favorite Beatles song. I love Paul. He's so silly. People are asking me what's my favorite Beatles. I think it's Paul. I think Paul is just he's one of the most talented, but also silliest. And just for that, you're my favorite Beatle. John too serious. I was saying between John and Paul, but Paul's too serious. I'm not as serious as John. Imagine hearing your whole life they're the Ghosts and this is the first Beatles song you hear, right? Like this or Revolution 9 or the Walrus one, and then being like, while they're listening to it. People are only just discovering the B-sides of the Beatles single. They're only just discovering things like You Know My Name, Look Up the Number. Probably my favorite Beatles track just because it's so insane. All the Memories, Paul McCartney, the complete Beatles recording sessions by Mark Lewison. In 1980, David Sheff interviewed John Lennon for Playboy. Oh, shit. What's John about to say? Is he about to tell me that this is ass? Because save your commentary, John. Just kidding. In 1980, David Sheff interviewed John Lennon for Playboy. While it appears this quote didn't make it into the magazine, it's in Sheff's book released 20 years later. Quote from John: "That was a piece of unfinished music. I knew he was coming to rain on everyone's parade." That was a piece of unfinished music that I turned into a comedy record with Paul. I was waiting for him in his house, and I saw the phone book was on the piano where You Know the Name, Look Up the Number. That was like a logo, and I just changed it. It was going to be Four Tops kind of song. The chord changes are like that, but it never developed, and we just made a joke of it. Brian Jones is playing saxophone on it. Very cool. He didn't go too crazy. He actually, even in the beginning, he wasn't really like talking down on it. He was just saying it was unfinished objectively. So we're actually good. He actually didn't talk down on this one. He just said it was a comedy song. He didn't praise it either though. So it's still John fashion. However, this is for the entirety of the album, and also for my OGs that's in the comments right now, and also for the entirety of the Beatles discography. We'll let this one play for a little bit. Let's go. It's been an amazing journey. You guys are some of the kindest people I've ever spoke to. We'll hide this little Beatles thing for a second so you can see Grogu. And you guys are like some of the kindest people I've ever spoke to. Have some of the greatest stories, some of the best insight about music and Beatles influence, some of the deepest stories. Some of you guys have moved me more than I could ever express, which is why I ended up doing so many Beatles reactions. Thank you guys for being you guys. Thank you for supporting me. I usually say this, so I will say this still. If there's anything else you would like me to react to as far as Beatles or any other band, let me know. But seriously, guys, thank you so much. It's been so real. And no matter what you guys do in this life, thank you so much, Tom. Make sure that y'all
Keep evolving.
catch y'all soon.